Zavodnik hits a ball and gone. And the gritty over home plate.
Welcome back to BYU Sports Nation.
More gritty.
Using the context of what we just showed you, Violet Zavodnik, one of the best players in the entire country in
Baller.
NCAA softball. You can probably guess who we're going to talk to. Yeah, and we're going to do so as she joins us from Puerto Vallarta in Mexico. Violet Zavodnik is back on BYU Sports Nation. Violet, great to have you back on the show. Obviously, we're very jealous that we are not with the team in Mexico enjoying the sunshine, but how's Puerto Vallarta overall?
It's beautiful. The weather is amazing. Literally the dream. Like, it's 80 degrees and I'm not shivering. I'm not cold. I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt.
That's awesome. Are we going to see more gritties over home plate this year? Because that was pretty fun to watch right there.
I tweaked my home run just a little bit. I'm experimenting on what I'm doing. It's going to be a secret, but if I don't like what it is, I'll go back to the gritty. But if not, you're going to have to tune in for my new celebration.
Can't wait.
I like that you have thought about this. I fully support that. And hopefully you get a chance to debut it in Puerto Vallarta. Before the games begin, hopefully you and the team have had some time to relax. How do you balance this type of trip, which is fun, in great weather, and knowing that the start of your season approaches quickly?
It's more of like, this is your last opportunity to kind of enjoy yourself before we go 4 months and it's like softball, softball, softball. So like right now, we got one day to kind of like relax by the pool. And then for me, that was my one day. Now I'll do homework and then just kind of mentally prepare myself.
Are you fluent in Spanish yet?
No, not even close.
Enough to order a couple tacos maybe?
Pretty much, yeah, that's about it.
That's awesome. Well, certainly the first 2 years for you at BYU have been spectacular. It's been super fun to watch. You're one of the best players BYU's ever had. And now we're entering your upper class, junior and senior years, which will be exciting. What have you worked on to continue to improve your game now heading into your junior year?
I think now I just kind of like still be myself because I lost myself and mentally was kind of drained last year in the preseason. And I think now I just wanted to be a stronger me. And then in my role now on the team, I just feel like I'm kind of that older sister to these younger teammates, showing that like it's okay, this and that, and then just kind of being myself through everything.
Violet, you and the Cougars tied for the regular season West Coast Conference Championship last year, but via tiebreaker did not get the automatic bid to the tournament, did not go to the postseason. How has that impacted the way that you have trained and prepared for this season?
Definitely different. I think when Coach Todd came in as our assistant, he completely said, like, why not us? Like, why are we not good enough to go to this NCAA tournament? And it changed all of us and our mindset because we don't want to feel that way again. We don't want to feel let down, or we don't want to feel destroyed because we didn't make our opportunity. And so we've trained now better than ever. And this team and our coaching staff is probably one of the best I've seen personally I've played with. And we've all come out like, this game is our last game. We're putting all our effort in. Like, every team that we have is our new rival. We have the next game, new rival. The game after that, new rival. Like, we're coming at a different mindset.
And you start the season with some real challenging games, North Carolina and Wisconsin among them. You guys always play a super tough schedule. How does that help you to just play good teams right away?
It's more of like preparation for the postseason, because with our conference, like, we have a good conference, but it's not like the Power 5 teams or like the big school teams. So it's always preparing us for things that we can't handle or things that we've never seen before. So it's preparing us for postseason. It's preparing us for our season in general, because that excitement of winning these games and having a winning streak and all that gives us so pumped and give us so much energy and puts us ready for season. And then we go through season and we go through postseason, and we're going to rock in postseason. So
what's an attainable goal for this team in the non-conference schedule? 'Cause you play so many games. We all know that you're not going to win every game. Not even Oklahoma and that ridiculous crew that they had last year won every game. So what's an attainable goal?
I feel like for me and for what I think this team is, I think for us, we want to be known. Like, I feel like a lot of people see us as like a team that can compete and has a lot of energy, but we want to be known as a team that's not going to like lose. We're not going to put down a fight. Like, we're going to go until every inning, every out. We're going to push everyone to their limits. Like, it's not going to just be like a game that you can easily win. Like, we're a tough team. We're going to be a tough.
You had 1,000 field percentage last year. No errors. Is that fair to say you can keep that up for another year? That's incredible.
I'm crossing my fingers, hoping. I mean, if I get an error, I get an error.
That's amazing. And then, obviously, a lot of returners. Hunter Ava, Martha Epinesa, Chloe Temple's on the preseason team, and lots behind them. How you feeling about this group this year and trying to get back to the NCAA tournament?
This team is amazing. I think with all returners and all of our newbies or transfers, we have so much depth. Like, if one of us goes down, one of us can fill a role, and it would, like, be no one left. It's our pitching staff is good, our hitting is good, our defense is good. Like, everything is working smoothly, and I don't think I've been on a team with so much chemistry, where our coaches are obviously supporting us to everything, and it's just unbelievable to see that our team, no matter what, like, it's a core. Like, no one can break us.
Violet Zavodnik, star softball player, is joining us from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. BYU getting set to open their season shortly. Violet, D1 softball said that you're the 28th best softball player in the entire country.
We had you top 25, but that's another list.
Yeah, we'll just throw that out there, okay? We had you a little bit higher. Point remains, those are some lofty accolades, and you have earned it. I thought you should have been the WCC Player of the Year again last year. That didn't happen, whatever. How do you handle those type of preseason marks and accolades and not let it affect you or bring the undue pressure that you don't want?
I feel like for me, like, I've looked at it as something like, not that I care, like, I don't care about it. It's more like I'm doing this for my family. So when I get those preseason things or all of this, like, I feel very proud for my family because I'm doing it for them. But when I go my mindset, it's more of like, I'm not that 28 person. Like, I'm just playing my game. Like, nothing matters. Let me just play with my team, have some fun, and, like, enjoy the sport like I've been doing for a long time. So, like, the 28 or the 25, like, it doesn't really affect me as much because I try not to think about it and just try to be better than I was last year.
Certainly, you've got an important season coming up this year. But next year in the Big 12 is going to be incredible, especially with Oklahoma and Texas in there. What's kind of a big picture thought about what it'll be like to play in that league next year?
I feel like it'd be so cool. I mean, as a little kid, we dreamed about playing, like, big schools, and we play them once in a while in our preseason, and season comes, and then postseason comes, and we play maybe, like, one or two out of them. But I'm so excited, and our team is so excited, and everything about it is just, like, a dream come true because we've worked so hard to get to where we are in the WCC, but now we're in the Big 12, and we're going to work even harder to know that we're not just some little team. Like, we're a big team, and we deserve to be here.
Baylor got a taste a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they did.
yeah. Yes, they did.
And Iowa State not too long before that. We've had some of this Big 12 competition. But for the time being, it's the West Coast Conference. This is your finale tour in the WCC. And again, LMU got that auto bid. They tied for first. Is it fair to say there is a rivalry now with LMU in the WCC?
For sure. I don't think, like, we've ever had a big rivalry besides Utah. And, like, LMU is always, like, a game where it's every time. It's very nerve-wracking because you're like, you have to win. Like, this is the championship and stuff like that. But after that game, I know for a fact we made more rivals than we've ever had because it was just so, like, destroying us. And, like, it felt so bad that now it's like we're gonna beat them, and it's not gonna be a question about it.
I love
the confidence.
Hey, can't wait for April 14th and 15th right now, I'll tell you that.
Let's go. Hey, Violet, let's give you some BYU Sports Nation karma for your trip in Mexico and for the games, the beginning of the season. Take it, distribute it to your teammates. Have a great time, and good luck with all of your games.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
You got it.